Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to NDB Media's special program here on Saturday. Today is August 10th, 2024. Look, folks, you know who I am. You're tired of hearing me. Want to welcome Jag. Jag, how you doing out there from the lone state of Texas?
We're doing really good, and we're excited to see Mr. Ryan here. And I want to toss it over to Richard. Richard, how you doing?
I am doing great today. I'm excited also to be talking to Mr. Adams for the first time. I missed his introductory interview, so I'm excited. And I guess right now I will pass it to the maester himself, the maestro, Michael.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Richard. I'm going to get it started out really wild. Ryan, I got an email.
Actually, Michael, hold on. We need to acknowledge. Sorry.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Check down at the bottom. No spoiler.
No, that's what I was going to say.
Okay, I apologize, Michael.
That's
Go ahead
okay.
and get that, then come on back to me real quick.
If you do not ask our buddy Mr. Adams about spoilers for future episodes, we can only talk about episodes 1 to 4 in season 2. And we can talk about season 1. And if you have not seen episodes 1 through 4 yet, and you do not want to have spoilers, I would suggest you come back and listen to this later. That's the thing. Now, I did get an email, and this is going to freak Ryan out to begin with. I thought I'd better do it now, so he can get used to us again. Because it's been over a year.
It's been a long time.
Yes. So I got an email, a message from someone you know.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
And they said, you were badass in episode 4.
Oh, snap. Okay.
And they were sorry they couldn't join you today, but they wanted to.
Okay.
And it was Taki.
Oh, the goat. Okay. Toki. Okay. Thank you, Toki.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so he did want to join it to surprise you, but something came up and he couldn't do it, so he asked you to do that.
Hey, it's all good. And he directed episode 4.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a fun shoot.
Yeah, and we'll be talking more about. But Ryan, how excited are you to be back so you were able to talk about?
Listen, guys. The shackles have been released. I no longer have to pretend that I might be dead.
Yeah.
Oh man, it feels so good. It feels so nice. Yeah, man. It's been too long. It's been too long with you guys, like you said, it's been over a year and a half.
Yeah.
So long.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
and
it actually has been a little bit. And if I may, folks, I do want to remind everyone on the crawler at the bottom, follow Ryan there. Let him know you saw him on the podcast, the program here, and there it is, Ryan Adams. There's his Instagram, and you can check it out. Go over there. I know everyone's already there anyway, but yes, there it is. And head on over to ndbmedia.net. There's a lot of stuff going on. We're in August, the month of the Ark. And we want to get this going. So before anything else, I have to ask you, Mr. Ryan, Papa Angus, who's your daddy in this episode, if anything?
What? Who's my daddy?
I guess you're the daddy, right? In this episode.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, episode 4. I was just saying to you guys, there's a reason why I chose to come on the show after episode 4 came out. When me and Michael were talking about when to come on, I was like, I know what happens in episode 4, and I know they're gonna want to talk about that. So, yeah, I thought this was the perfect time.
As a matter of fact, we have quite a few people going in. I'm going to pass it over to Ryan in a moment. I'm going to be showing the comments from time to time, but Susie says, wow, Ryan, you really look like a grown-up man now. Even your voice is deeper, which is really kind of funny. And you finally got your little kiss from Alicia. Do you think you two will form a closer relationship? Well, that actually, we have to remind everyone, that may be a spoiler, so we may not be.
No, we
Ryan,
can't. Yeah, we
did
can't.
you hear we? And then Marcia says, hi there. The Ark fan group is aboard for some more Ark Life fun. Folks, everyone in the chat room, fire off your questions, your comments. We will get to them, and this is going to be great. We missed having Ryan on, and
Yes.
get to it, man. So, Jag, go for it.
So first of all, Ryan, welcome.
Thank
And
you.
so we have a beef, you and me. So
This is the first I've heard of this beef, man. What do you mean?
So first of all, you missed your calling. You're a great actor, but I think you should work with marketing, with posting that broken set of glasses, and making everyone think, yeah. And then
Listen.
and then I wrote to you when you posted. I said that's the worst image you can post 2 months before the show.
Mhm.
So I wanted to let you know I went to sleep therapy and I have a bill. I just need to know where to send it.
Okay, yeah, you want to send it to me? Is that what
Yeah,
you
I
want
wanna
to pay
send
for
it.
your sleep bill?
Yeah.
No,
Wow.
Listen, I'm so proud of that post. When we were so that photo was taken by me on
Oh,
my
was it?
iPhone. Yeah. It was taken during the scene. We were shooting the scene where Lane comes and finds Angus in the biodome and he's dead. Yeah, I loved the what they did with the glasses. They like just smashed the lens. They like halved them. It looked so cool, and the dome was obviously destroyed. And I just had this sick image in my head, like a promo shot of them just like in a puddle, like just like in amongst the destroyed dome. And I never really take my phone onto set with me. I always leave it in the green room. But I was like, whilst they were changing shot or whatever, I was like, yeah, I need to get this photo. And I took about 10, 15 of like different angles and stuff. And then I went to Sci-Fi. I was like, I've got the perfect marketing. Please let me post this photo. Like whilst like during the trailer's release or whatever. And they were super up for it. So yeah, I'm glad it worked is what I'm trying to say.
No, it did. And like I said, you missed your calling because you should work in marketing, because we were to the last second thinking that we had lost Angus. And
Yeah.
but what a ride. And I want to give another opportunity real quick and get somebody else to ask questions. But I do wanted to just kind of put your mind frame and how the makeup that they did for your chest. I want to talk about that as well. How long just real quick, how long did it take to put that on?
Not as long as people have been thinking. It literally, the first time we'd ever done it, this is really tough because this is like bordering 2 years ago. Like it was literally like a year and a half ago we started shooting season 2. Yeah. So I think the first time we did it was about half an hour, just to sort of, just to see what we were doing to start off. And then once we'd done it a couple times and then we started shooting with it, it literally took about 20 minutes. Like it was
Really?
absolutely fine. The makeup team are incredible.
Yes.
So good, and it looks so amazing. I remember like first time having it on, like taking a picture and sending it to my mum and her being so distraught. Like, oh my god, my mum knows every Ark spoiler ever, by the way. Like she knows everything. I'm not afraid to say that. That doesn't mean go and harass her, by the way. But yeah, she knows absolutely everything. I send her absolutely everything, and she was so distraught. But that just shows how good the makeup team are, and yeah, it looked amazing.
Yeah, it looks like everybody brought their game from the cast and crew this season, and it just looks amazing. But I'm going to we'll bring it back to Roger so we can have some questions and from the fans as well.
Just very quickly, you have a new fan. I'm giving credit to her. Her name is Alma Trujillo. She's my sister. Didn't know of the Ark. She's watching, so I wanted to give her a shout out right now. And Nathan, he is the resident gift maker. Was able to make it. It's 3 a.m. So.
Oh, nice!
Yes.
Hell yeah!
So
Sick, man.
Everyone else, folks, let us know who you are and where you hail from. Got to give Ryan a chance to respond. And Marcia says, when did you find out that Angus would no longer need eyeglasses? How did that come about?
Eyeglasses as opposed to like arm glasses? Like what like,
oh, very good.
No. When did I find out? When did I find out Angus no longer need glasses? When was it? I remember going for dinner with Dean out in Serbia, and I remember him saying, I think this was before we shot anything. Like we had the season 1 script, but he said to me he wanted to lose the glasses, I forget the reasoning. I think, well, one reason was because he wanted to age Angus up this season. Same with Alicia. He wanted to age the kids up. And I think one way of doing that is to lose the glasses, but also just logistically, it sucks with filming. Like, there's so many reflections, and with a show like this, there's a lot of artificial lighting. Like, there's just a lot of light shining in our faces the whole time, and it sucks with glare. I remember season 1, I shot the whole season like this, like with my head tilted down. Yeah, so he told me during a meal that we wanted to lose the glasses, and I was like, great, I love that idea. My music to my ears is being able to change my character as seasons go on, you know, because as humans we don't stay the same forever, you know, and especially when you're that young, you change a lot, and then that whole thing with Kelly's blood came along, and I told him, oh cool, so we can link that in with, that's the reasoning why he doesn't need glasses anymore, is because the nanites in Kelly's blood fix his eyesight. And then he loved that idea, and that's what we ran with. So, yeah. I don't know when that was, but before we shot anything, really.
It is cool. I want to give a shout out to Nathan. He says thanks for that one. Folks, everyone in the chat room, let us know who you are, where you hail from. I just got a note from my other sister, Rose Noriega, is watching. She is now a fan of The Ark as well, which is actually really cool. Susie has a question before I go on over to Richard. With those glasses, it reflects the blue lights from across the stage. Oh, I hadn't noticed that, does it?
It just,
or is that from the set itself?
It just reflects, like, all sorts.
It reflects everything, right?
Yeah. So, as seen, and obviously all my, like, a lot of my scenes with Stacey. So it's like the crew's worst nightmare. They're like, great, we've got 2 people with glasses, and Stacey kind of needs the glasses because she needs glasses in real life. So Alicia kind of needs them, and I'm, you know, touch wood, I don't need glasses anytime soon, so I'm cool with no glasses. So
I was like that a while back.
yeah, when I was in the 7th grade.
Yeah.
Greg comes in. Good afternoon, Ryan, and the NDB Media crew from Maine, USA. Hi, Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Want to go on over to Richard, and folks, if there's a comment in the chat room, we're doing it. So go ahead, Richard.
In season 4, yeah. I hope there's a
season 4.
But in episode
we do.
That's right, bro.
In season 4, when you're the captain. No.
Yeah, when you're the captain.
Episode 4, you got to be a badass. I mean, a bad butt when you took on Bryce. And and how long did it take to get that choreography down? And did you take out any aggression for him calling you Plant Boy?
Yeah.
How long did it take? The choreography was super easy, and it helps that we have such an incredible stunt team. But like, yeah, the first thing I told them was that I'm doing it. Like, I will want to do my whole career as Tom Cruise has, and I want to do absolutely every stunt there is. So yeah, and it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like these humongous hallway or like mess hall fight scenes that like Christy has to do. Like, it was literally a few moves, and I back myself. You know, I feel like I'm an athletic guy. So yeah, it didn't take long at all. We literally spent like maybe like half an hour learning it, but we learned it separately. So I learned it on with the stunt team, so without Richard, and he learnt it without me, just because like with our schedules we just couldn't find a time. So we learnt it separately, and then I think we like practiced once before the scene, like just us two, and then we were like, yeah, cool. Yeah, nice, let's do it. Yeah, there was no anger taken out though with him calling me Plant Boy, but I love that line. I love that line that he says. Why do you keep calling me Plant Boy? I love it. I love it so much. I love the whole episode, man. That's why I hyped it up so much, because it deserves the hype. It was so cool, and just it was a party when we got that script through. It was like, just yes, like this is so cool, and it's an actor's dream, which everyone's been saying. Yeah.
But one more thing is that we also got to see you act a different way with your character. I mean, when you were that security person, you were not that plant boy. You were a security man, and I mean that I think that really played on your acting ability, where you can play more than just one character. And that's what I liked was that. But that's the thing about going into an alternate universe. You can change your character and be a bad butt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I think I saw Christy say this in an interview, and I completely agree with her. Like, even though these characters are completely different, they are still our characters. So there has to be like, I couldn't go completely off the rails and be a completely different guy. It has to make sense with him. And what I did was I literally so I've got my backstory for Angus. I've had it since season 1. I'm sure everyone's got their own like canon backstory, which definitely isn't what the writers are calling canon. They might do a flashback one day of one of our characters, and it's completely not what we had in mind. But I went all the way back and was like, when in his timeline do I have to interrupt it for him to become alternate Angus in this new time, in this new universe? Yeah, and I literally had to go all the way back, because in my mind Angus's love for gardening has been there since a kid. So I had to go back and be like, okay, so why didn't he love gardening? In my mind, he loved gardening, taking that from his parents. So I'm like, okay, what if he lost a parent? And that sent him down a different route. Maybe he started to lash out at school, become a bully, take boxing classes, and then just go through this whole different thing. And it was like, like more than half, like 80% of an actor's job is the research and the prep time. So yeah, it was so beautiful to be able to like just go down a different route. And thank you, sci-fi. Do you know what I mean? Like, no one else gets to do this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no other genre is able to pull this off. So yeah, it was so much fun.
Well, thank you. That is a great explanation. Over to you, Michael.
Before I go to Michael, sorry, Michael, I'm
No problem.
doing you wrong. But yes, thank you. We're going to go to Michael next. Marcia says, what did you think about alternate universe Alicia? It looked like that scene was super fun to shoot. And then we have another one from Nathan in a moment.
Yeah, it was fun until she kicked me, which wasn't in the script. Can I say?
So there goes my question.
Cool, yeah, completely improvised. By Stacey. No, but it was cool.
Or the second kick, or both.
At the one when you're already down.
There 2 kicks? Yeah, no, Stacey's kick on me. There was only one. Trust me, there was only one. Although we filmed these scenes for hours, so she had to kick me for hours. But no, it was cool because I was given these like really thick, humongous security boots, so I literally felt nothing like the whole time. Yeah, but yeah, Stacey was great in that scene. Stacey's amazing in that episode.
Now, knowing what happens, Nathan wants to know, now what are we calling alternate Angus? Bad Angus? Action Angus?
Oh my gosh, you guys can call him whatever you want. I've just been calling him Multiverse Angus, but alternate Angus is great. Bad Angus is crazy.
Badass Angus is the one.
Yeah,
everybody was saying.
He's a naughty guy. He did cheat on Alicia. And yeah, who knows what else he has done. He's probably a drug addict as well. And who knows?
But he's security.
Oh my.
Yeah. Oh, I just need to say, like, Pavle, I love that guy. And that scene that we have where we're in the corridor and we're walking and he's telling me about Bryce, there's this look that he gave. So we were talking about earlier about the sup, the what's up I said.
The sup.
Yeah. There was some takes where I completely overdid it and was literally like a "what's up" kind of thing, and then he would give me this look before he started his line. He'd just like okay, and then continue to his line, and he killed me, man. I love that guy so much.
Oh man,
we are definitely looking forward to having him on with us. And Michael, please go ahead and we're just gonna do the round robin from here on out. Again, I have another message from people who are watching. They cannot comment on YouTube. They're even asking me, "What shall I ask?" So, Ryan, what do you wish to be asked?
Dude, ask me absolutely anything. I'm an open
There
book.
it is. And we have one from Greg, but go ahead, Michael, please.
Yeah, we heard this yesterday, which Jag and I were like, really? From your friend Taki, the director of the episode. He's basically said, you kind of really insisted you wanted to do your own stunts for that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and we just thought, oh, that is so cool that you did that. But,
yeah, I mean, it was.
You already talked about it a little, but I just wanted to emphasize that if people didn't realize, though you did those stunts. I mean, you said choreographed, but you did them. You did not have a stunt double that did anything.
No, I mean, look, it wasn't a difficult stunt. It was really easy. But yeah, I want to spend my career doing every single stunt. You know, I hate the idea of. I know this is not how it really is, like, but I hate the idea of like someone like not so. Like sharing the character with someone. Like I just want to do it all. You know what I mean? I want to. Yeah, I love that. I've always liked playing as a kid. You know, I've always loved like, you know, going right back to the playground at school. I love, you know, play fighting and sword fights and like wrestling and all that stuff. Yeah, I love it so much. So yeah, I want to do all my stunts for sure.
Yeah, did you, when you read the script, were you shocked with the first few episodes, or were you just kind of going, wait a minute, what? Or
with what
just the way just the way your character was the first couple of episodes, basically. You know.
No, yeah. I was quite happy. One, the fact that he does survive the season 1 finale, but also like it was cool to do something different. Like to spend those first few episodes recovering. It was nice to I don't know, just to do something different. And I have this thing in my head that Angus didn't have full sound mind consciousness until the end of episode 3, when he's being given the cane. Obviously he completely like weirds out in that one scene with Griff, but I think from episode 1 to the end of episode 3, where he's walking with Marsh and Kabir, he doesn't have sound mind at all. He's complete dream state. Like he has no idea. Even those little scenes where he's talking to Alicia, and then you know he goes into to kiss her, and then he faints. Like bless him. Like I think he's he just wasn't okay fully until episode 3.
Yeah, I want to go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I've seen the questions.
Yeah, I was going to go to that one right now, and then we're going to go back to Jag in a moment. Greg from Maine says, one of my favorite aspects of the show is putting young, smart people front and center. Ryan, do you have any science-y or techie interests from school, you know, since you just graduated, or now that you're a part of the Ark?
Yeah, I've got my GCSEs next week, guys. So it's like, no. No, listen, I am like the complete opposite of Angus, like in terms of nerdy science and mathematical stuff. I'm so dumb in comparison, like honestly. I remember I passed physics at school. I did chemistry, physics, and biology, and I think I only passed physics out of the 3.
Physics is impressive.
That's pretty cool.
I could not do physics.
Thank you. So no, I'm not. Stacy is very much alike Alicia. She loves science and she loves space and that kind of thing. I sometimes don't know if I'm talking to Stacy or Alicia. But yeah, I feel like I might be furthest away from my character out of the cast. I don't know.
Oh, well, you do very well no matter what. Nathan also comments, it was nice to put your feet up recovering.
Yeah, yeah. No, I tell you what, it was because I remember everyone being so nervous to get back into it and thinking like, oh, well, I don't know if I can do it again. What if I can't find my character and everything? And I'm like, guys, I don't have this issue. I am asleep for the first episode. Apart from that one little bit where I'm really angry at Kelly. But yeah, look,
Right.
yeah, like, but this is the thing, like, for the first, like, those first few episodes, obviously I'm in medbay, and I've got to be in every medbay scene. I've got to be in the background of it. So I would come in, like, at 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. some days, and not say a single line of dialogue, and just have to be in the background of Charlene and Yadran's medbay scenes, which sounds great, but, like, the beds aren't the most comfortable, and my body just got so stiff. Like, yeah, but no, it was I was eased into this season, which was really nice. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Greg followed up. Oh, that's okay. Fine arts is cool too. That was actually good, Greg. Marshall says, did you watch as other scenes were well, yeah, I guess so, right? You just
You were in
Well,
bed.
no, not really, because my eyes were closed, so
Yeah.
I couldn't even watch the performances. No, but wait, did you watch as other scenes were filmed? Yeah, some.
not
I
in,
did.
no.
I did watch some. Sometimes we'd have two units shooting at the same time. So when one shoot was finished, sometimes I'd come over to the other one and sit behind the monitor and see what they're doing. Yeah, there was some scenes I watched, but I tried something new this season. Last season I'm still kind of a novice, but like last season it was really my first ever job. And I just wanted to watch everything I did back straight away. I was like super anxious, much like my character, which was great for me. Not much acting was done, but yeah, I would literally finish a scene and then literally run to the monitor, Media Village, and be like, "Can I watch that back? Can I watch that back?" And I think sometimes it like didn't help me, because if I watched it back and thought, "Oh, I don't think I did that great," I would like take that negative mindset into my next scene, and I didn't want to do that this season. I want to try something completely different, so I literally watched zero. I watched nothing of myself back, which was really liberating, but also really scary because I didn't know if I did a good job or not. So yeah, it was the first time seeing the show or anything to do with myself in the show was when it came out. But yeah, it was. Yeah, sorry, going back to your question. I did watch a couple.
No,
scenes,
you're good,
yeah.
and appreciate
Well, if
that.
you didn't do a good job, they can always kill you off again or try to kill you off
Hey,
again.
don't even.
No,
Don't even
no.
say it. No, don't say that, because we found out. Ryan, oh my God. Okay, I have a question for you, and then I'm gonna go
I'm
over
just
to Jack.
kidding.
But Ryan, we found out that when Mr. Glassner joined us, the first thing he says was, "Hey, man, I feel like I've been here because I've seen every episode that you guys have done." Mind blown, because there were a
Blown.
few episodes where I would say, "Oh well, we're not going to have Mr. Glassner on now," because I was a little
That-
smart butt or whatever. But it was absolutely crazy that he was on with us and he shared that. But we do have additional comments. But going back to the technical stuff, we touched on this briefly before we went live. There seemed to be a deliberate attempt by the studio to hide you. Was
Yeah.
it planned or did it happen? Because, man, it screwed with the audience. A lot of people were fearful. I mean, Ryan, both figuratively and literally, people prayed for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. No, it was. I remember like just before the trailer was released, I was so excited to watch it. Just before it was released, I got an email, and was like, "Listen, you're not in the trailer, but it's not like none other than the reason that we want to keep you hidden, and we want to like scare people, and we don't want to we want to just keep people guessing who lives and who dies." So, and I was completely on board with that, of course. Like we spoke about earlier, I love marketing. I love the promotion of the show. I think I genuinely think it's like a good part of the actor's job. especially in the modern era, to promote what you're doing. And as a young actor, it's like, you know, someone who's not too well known, I love promoting my stuff. So when I wasn't in it and I couldn't promote anything, I was like, oh my god, this is so frustrating. And then like the poster came out and I wasn't on the poster, and I'm like, oh, it's the worst. Like, oh, am I even in the show? Did I shoot for this show? Like I'm like ringing them up, like, I am in it, aren't I? Like, yeah. But yeah, it was tough, but you know, I was so relieved when the episode started coming out and I got to like talk about the show. And guys, like, I've been making like memes since day one of shooting. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love that. I love the whole meme culture. So I've been like I've got a whole folder of stuff that I've got like to post when each episode comes out. I love it. So yeah, being able to promote the show finally.
Well, another thing was, and this is a comment, we were getting confirmations before season 1. We can say that, Michael. Some of the guests were saying that, yes, they're going to be on. Again, silence from you. That was crazy. And we were, again, internally, we were in paranoia. But just a personal comment before I go to Jag. Judy Dietz says, just saying hello from Florida. It is storming here, but no anomalies yet. Jag, go.
So, number one, you were mentioning how you were approaching your acting this season, where you're not looking everything back and everything. Let me just say you're doing a great job lying in bed. So, just want to let you know you're doing a great job.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you. I'm
going to get you back for what you did to us, man. I'm telling you. When I guess there was a time when you didn't know what was going to happen in season 2, and I guess describe were you apprehensive of who was going to survive and who was not, and I guess if you can recount how you felt before you knew and how you felt after that you potentially were going to make it or not going to make it. Were you nervous? Were you calling the office every 5 seconds? Am I making it? You know, whatever, because you hadn't seen the script. So I'm just curious how you yourself dealt with like what we were feeling.
Well, I have this very vivid memory of when we were shooting season 1 and when I read the season finale script. I had this vivid memory of sending it to my agent and telling them and being like, I signed on for 2 seasons, didn't I? I did. I signed on for 2 seasons. And they were like, yes, you did. You're gonna be in. Oh yeah, that was it. I signed on for the whole of season 1, but I only signed on to appear in season 2. Yeah. So when each script came out for season 1, I was like, I'm alive. I know I'm alive. Like, I'm not worried about that. But when each script came out for season 2, yeah, I was very much like I could be dead in my next scene. So yeah, and I do remember. I remember getting that season 2 episode 1 script through for the first time. I remember I was in my car. I pulled up at my gym. I was about to go in, and then I got the email, and I sat in my car for like the next hour and a half just reading that script. Yeah. And yeah, it was emotional. It was emotional because like I care so much about Angus, and you know, to read the brutality of his injury was really tough. Yeah, and then obviously to read about Kat was really tough. Yeah, I remember the group chat just like sending so many love hearts to Christina when that script came out. Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird. I remember reading something recently on the new Alien film, Alien Romulus. Yeah. I read that they shot it in chronological order. So when a character died, they literally had to leave. Like in you know, most shows and films, you could film your death scene first and then go and shoot for like the next month. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it was really, really sad because obviously it happens in episode 1 with Christina, but luckily she got to come back and do that little bit for episode 4.
Little redemption there.
Yeah, it was really cool.
That.
It was really cool, and I'm really sad. Like, I was acting my arse off in the background of the scene where she comes into medbay and has that little talk with Kelly. I was acting my arse off with Charlene next to me, being like, "I swear yeah, I swear Cat's dead. I swear on my life. Like, am I still tripping? Like, this is insane. Like, but they didn't obviously like include it. But yeah, like I always love to act in the background of scenes. There's this one bit, and I don't know if they've noticed it, and I might get told off if they haven't noticed it, and then them hearing me say this now, but
They're watching.
there's a yeah,
We know they're watching.
Yeah, actually, they are.
I'm just gonna say,
We know it for sure.
guys, season 2 has been shot. Like they can't do anything now.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he
there's
cannot
this-
be captain.
There's this one bit. Where Alicia walks into medbay. I think it's either episode 2 or 3. Alicia walks into medbay, and in my like my prep for the scene, Angus is bored out of it. Yeah, he literally says it. He says, "I'm bored out of my mind. Can I help you with whatever you're doing?" So I was like, what would I be doing? Like, I'm just laying in bed. I don't have a wrist device. Like, what would I be doing? And I still had my gardener's glove on my hip. So I had like, I don't want to put it into the camera. I had like made it into a middle finger, and I was just like joking about. And then obviously she walks past, says hi to me, and I'm like, oh, hi. And then I'm like, oh, I really hope that they can see that in the background. And then when I watch the episode, you go back and watch it, you can literally see a blurry middle finger of the glove in the background. I'm so glad it made it, and I don't know if they've like
They might take it out now.
Oh, I don't know, man. That's
Yeah,
funny.
man.
Wow.
Well,
So-
again,
Look in the background of scenes, man. Look, keep an eye out. You know.
I
you
love
might
your
spot something.
dedication this season to just laying in bed and
course.
just doing the best of it. That's awesome. I just want to really,
course,
you're knocking that out of the park. Let me tell you, right
Thank
there.
you.
What I wanted to ask you real quick. I read it, or I was watching After the Ark, and number 2, I didn't know you were a Swiftie fan, which is what you used to get into your character. That was cool. But the one I really kind of picked on when you did that little kick with in episode 4 with Bryce, that little spin kick, little ballet. Did you want to expound a little bit on that? You did a little ballet.
Yeah, it's so funny when we get sent After the Ark episodes, and it's so funny watching them back because those interviews were done like a year ago, and I have no idea what I said. I did watch that back, and I was like, oh wow, I leaked the fact I did ballet. Oh, okay,
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. I don't think it's. I think it's no news. I like grew up, like my early acting was musical theatre. I did a lot of musicals. I trained in musical theatre before going to drama school and training in acting. So yeah, at my college, West Suffolk College, represent Conservatoire East. I took musical theatre, and we had a ballet class, tap class, jazz class, you know, singing lessons. Yeah, like I did the whole thing. So yeah, the spin kick probably would have been a lot harder if I didn't do ballet. But yeah, I haven't done ballet in a
I
long
thought it was
time.
hilarious when you said you started off the swing kick, you know, where you're doing it really good, and then like after
Yeah.
about 2 or 3 hours, you're like dying. You're just
Yeah,
like,
yeah, because those boots are so heavy, and I was told by the stunt team to hold the kick. We need to get that hold. We need to get that pose. And I was like, yeah, sure, guys, sure, I've got this. And then you know, like the 7th camera angle of doing the fight, and you just my leg started at a right angle, and like by the end of the day, it was more like that, you know. Yeah, but you know, I think it looked great.
no, it looked good.
Oh, it definitely did. Excuse me,
Were you
Jack,
sore the next day? Then from that heavy boot?
Say
Were you
again.
sore the next day? Were you sore the next day from the heavy boot?
No, I don't think I was sore the next day. I this is completely like a different scene, but there was one scene, you know, the scene where the electric monster attacks Angus and Griff, and she like pulls me off the bed.
Right.
That bit. I landed on my mic pack in one of the takes, and I had this like humongous bruise on my like hip for the longest time, and I've been toing and throwing about showing people and like uploading it to like my story or something, but I think it's just too vulgar. I'm not doing it. But that's like the only time I can remember feeling like achy and like after a stunt or something like that. Yeah, I got to do that as well. Like the unsung hero as well. That stunt. Everyone's talking about the fight scene, but yeah, that roll off of the bed was quite the stunt. Yeah, and
Yeah.
just got unlucky to fall on my mic once. So yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and interrupt Richard. I still want him to ask more questions right now, and then we'll go to Michael. But Greg says, have you been getting recognized out in public now that Angus looks more like Ryan?
No, I have not. But the show isn't out in the UK yet, so
Right.
So
Well,
You just
yeah,
need to
who
come over
knows?
here so you'll be recognized. That's all.
You would be recognized.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it, because when I was at Comic-Con, they sure as hell knew who Christy was. That means they're watching the Ark, which is absolutely phenomenal. Come on over to Los Angeles. Now, this is funny. There's my sister, Alma, but my other sister is writing. This is Rose from Los Angeles. Thanks for being on with us. So thank you. And then Nathan, you've got a folder of memes, young man. I know I'm paraphrasing. And I've got a folder of gifts. 24 gifts between the first 4 episodes.
Amazing.
Oh my good god, that's a lot bigger than the folder I've got. Honestly, I've got yeah, not as much as that, but yeah, there's just some things I just find funny, and I'm like, oh, this would be so funny if I did that, and yeah, you'll see. There's a lot of episodes to come.
He says 4 of my gifts from that scene, thanks to the teaser being released on Friday. Bryce asks Alicia for help.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
All right, that's going to be something to check out. Richard, by all means, go ahead, and then we'll go on over to Michael.
This is well, of course. Do you still need any help from your dialogue coach to have that accent for your character, or do you have it down already?
No, I still get classes. I still get sessions with Mr. Joe Alberti, my American dialect coach. Yeah, I feel like. Well, actually, I tell a lie. The first 4 episodes, so the episodes that are out, coincidentally, I didn't take classes on. But there are some episodes after that I have a bit more dialogue. So I wanted to just start the same guy I had for season 1. So I just got in touch again and was like, yeah, I would love some more lessons. I mean, I'm fairly sure I could probably scrape through a season with the accent without help, but like, I'm a perfectionist, and I just want to get it down as close as possible, and like, yeah, I don't want anyone to be like, is he American? I don't really know. So yeah, I just I care a lot about my work, so I just want to be safe and sorry.
Well,
you
you don't want to be too perfect, because we're not too perfect with English. So you don't want to really want to be, if you're too perfect. Well, he's a British snob. But I'm just saying.
Sure.
But,
Wow.
I'm just kidding here too. I'm sorry. But are you from a certain region of the United States? I mean, are you supposed to be have an accent or anything like that, or are you just playing?
No, just the standard general American is what we've gone for.
A no one from nobody. Okay, I'm nowhere. I mean,
yeah. No, but it was also down to the fact that like it's 100 years in the future, so like, who knows what accents will sound like that far in the future. So
yeah, I mean, so there'll be no more redneck speak. Okay. That's. I mean, I guess I'm just wondering if you. I mean, that was. I mean, because you had the accent down, and like I read somewhere, they don't know you're British until they meet you, and they think you're an American. So you are doing the dialogue right, or the accent right, to fool people. So.
Yeah.
And I also want to commend you on the great bed scenes. I mean, laying there must be a pain in the butt.
I'm telling you, man.
If you're laying there all day, of course, you say the bed's not too comfy. I mean, at least it's not like a soap opera so far. You're in the bed whole season. I wonder, when are you going to come out of this coma? Oh my gosh, you've been there. Yeah.
I tell you what. I'll give you a little something. I'm pretty sure episode 5 is. I'm pretty sure episode 4. Sorry, is the last episode I'm in bed. I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Just for everyone, they didn't get that out of me. I'm just saying it, and it's not
So
too
you'll
big
be
of a
able
spoiler.
to. So next episode, you'll be able to go down and tell the people in the food bay from Arc 15 that you're doing this all wrong. So yeah,
Yeah,
you give her that take charge again, huh?
Yeah. So yeah, episode 5. I'm if I remember rightly, I'm pretty sure I'm out.
All right.
And
that's
before we
cool.
move forward, I just want to say just a great job for the dialogue coach that you have for this sub.
Oh, yeah.
That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Earned your pay on that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
you did a great
absolutely.
Michael?
Yeah. Okay. More of the dialect. Did you enjoy not having to do the American accent in episode 4 when you were
What do you mean?
your other character? We know because you had a British accent.
In episode 4?
It
No,
sounded like
he had
I
a
thought you
US.
did.
I certainly hope
You
not.
really you didn't? Oh man, it sounded to me. And
I
it
thought
did
it was
to me,
US.
It did. It
Are you
did.
thinking of
yeah.
Cat,
US.
Michael? You're thinking of Cat, Michael, aren't you?
No, well,
Yeah,
maybe Kat
you're-
was just distracting me too much. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
you would change your accent and say that shows how much I
No.
told
No,
you.
well, I
He
know.
was US.
I tell you what. I did. No, I know what you're saying. I don't. I changed my voice a bit. I lowered my pitch and was a bit more loose.
Maybe that's what it was. The difference.
yeah,
So it didn't sound the same to me. So
He
that's-
was trying to do his Batman.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
because he's getting ready for his action figure to come out. It must be.
Oh,
Of course,
that's right.
of course. But no, yeah, like our Angus would never go like, what's up kind of thing. He would never really do that. So I
You
was
do
yeah,
that so well.
I loosened the accent up a tiny bit, but yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably what it was. So I just took it all the way because I've talked to you, several times, just like this, and so that's what I'm used to. So,
Yeah.
which a lot of people can't say because they hear you on the show, and there you go with that. But going on to something
fun.
else that I kind of said something to you online, but I just want to throw this out there to people that are higher ups. Would you love to come to Electricon if you could?
Oh,
Of course.
good job.
Of course, yeah. I'd love any like convention or anything where I get to meet fans and celebrate the show. Absolutely.
And first class, right? Yeah.
But only if it's business class.
Business
Oh, okay.
class.
Yeah.
I can see Angus looking at the flight attendant. Sup?
Yeah. I actually modeled alternate Angus off of myself. Yeah. No. But I'd love to go to conventions. Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Oh, we'd love to have you at one. I'm hoping. I'm crossing my fingers that
If you're watching.
I know they're walk. That's why I'm saying it. That's the reason I did it.
Yeah, we may be losing the good favor if we could. Let's just say we're asking.
All of
That
a
would be
sudden,
nice because a
NDB
lot of fans,
blacklisted.
as a matter of fact, quite a few people who are watching this program have already committed to being there, and that would be absolutely awesome. So
Yes.
if you get to go, hell yeah, that would be great. Michael, otherwise I'm going to get to some more chat room comments.
Well, I mean, that was my biggie because I did want to bring that up because I mean, it would be great. Haven't seen an art guest be announced yet, so
Yeah, we've been looking at the list.
we've been looking, and it's like, oh, they got to get some art guests.
Yeah.
Come on,
I'm
come
sure
on,
it's
come
in the
on.
works. They just,
Oh, I know,
things
and
take
I know
time,
how
man.
it all works. So it
Now,
can't-
Greg says, being from the Northeast, have to say you and your coach are doing a great job on the neutral American accent,
Amazing.
which is
Thank
cool.
you.
I think one of
Thank
the
you.
reasons why we were asking about the accent is because Alicia did tell, oh, I am so sorry. Stacy told us that she, like you, she had figured out an accent. She had a backstory to the accent, and that's why she had the accent that she did, which was really kind of cool. Marshall said, Marcia, in Medbay, they didn't even give you blankets. Yikes.
Yeah.
Was it cold? Was it hot?
No, it was neutral. It was neutral. It was really hot outside, obviously, like 40 degrees Serbia. But no, when we shoot inside, if I remember rightly, I'm apart from the bioshelter, flipping heck. But when we're in the ship, it's quite. I think it's quite cool. Yeah, they have like I think they've got like fans and air conditioning or something like that. I don't know.
No, that is cool. Susie has. I started having an English accent since I was 9 years old, and I have had it ever since. Now I find it very hard to speak, if there is such a thing, regular American, even though I was born in California. And of course, says, I hope you can come too. So we all hope we're going to do on our end what we need to do. But folks, come on. We are short on time. The young man did commit to being on with us, but unlike last time, he has plans tonight. So we don't want to keep him from that. But Ryan, wow, on a Saturday night, you still committed to being on with us.
Thank you.
Ryan, it
Thank
blows
you.
us away in every which way. I mean, dude, get out there. But I'm not going to continue with that. And Jag, go ahead, then Richard and Michael, and any more chats. Guys, we're running out of time. We respect, even though I fumbled that early on when I said, well, we got to respect you. I mean, we do on the time thing. So go for it, Jag.
So, Ryan, I know you spend time on social media, especially on Instagram, that I can see, and on X. And in fact, I was really surprised that while we're watching the episode here, you're posting pictures of yourself. I think you posted the picture of Agent Medford at the time that we were watching the episode, and you kind of just put a little smile on it and stuff. So tell me, do you really stay up late to watch the reactions from fans from all social media? And I mean, how do you sleep, man? I mean, I know you've been in bed all season, but I mean,
Yeah, I'm just carrying on that shtick.
No.
Sorry.
It just so happened that for that episode 4, I was I was awake at that time. I don't want to say why I was awake at that time, but I was just with some friends. But yeah, I was awake at that time. And when the show airs in the UK, it's like 3 a.m. for me in the UK. US, when it airs in the US,
Yes.
it's like 3 a.m. in the UK for me. And yeah, I was just with some friends, and I was like, oh snap, episode 4 is airing right now. So yeah, I was like, oh, I think and obviously I know everyone's like live tweeting about it, so I was like, yeah, I'll just join in a little bit. Yeah, but don't expect me to do that every time.
No. But what was funny is that we were all bat crap crazy with that whole episode. You should have. I don't know if you did, but you should have seen that whole entire thread of everybody just going crazy with that episode, and you doing your Keanu Reeves Matrix spin kick. And they said the difference between you being Angus and Security Angus was hair gel. I mean,
oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I see. I look at the stuff. I think it's so funny, and so it's yeah. I mean, so it's like a dream that I get to be a part of a show and read people's thoughts online. So yeah, I do see some stuff, and I saw that difference between our Angus and not Angus. He just slicked his hair back. So it is. Yeah,
it's just funny to see the reactions, and it's cool that you actually interact. And like I said, I was watching. I said, "Whoa, did someone hack someone hack Ryan's account because they're posting this picture at 3 a.m.?" And I was like, "What?" But it's really cool that you do that, though. So I know the fans appreciate it. So I'm going to take it over to Richard now.
So I guess I don't know how far we can get into this, but it seems like you're probably going to have a problem with Kelly the whole season. I mean, not you, but Angus. Bedridden Angus so far. But it seems like so. But you're going to have the Nan nights just like Kelly. So I mean, the way you over your life. Another way you think, well, I gotta, I'm still mad at this person. I'm not gonna say what she is, but you're still mad. So is this going to be I don't know how much you comment, but will this always be a strenuous or a problem during the season where, she's alive and running around the Ark and you're like, she should be dead and be mad at her? Is that going to be ongoing? Can you comment anything on this situation with you and Kelly at all?
Of course.
No,
yeah.
I don't want you to say anything, Ryan, that
No, I'm media trained, guys. Trust me.
We're not. Does it show?
No. So one thing I played a lot with was the idea of wanting to get out of your own skin, because Angus has got his worst enemies blood flowing through his veins, like,
Yeah.
and like, you know, waking up and realizing that your arch nemesis, like, what is it recently? Do you guys watch The Boys on Amazon?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, doesn't A Train have like his worst enemy's like heart? Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So I sort of related it to that, like just want, yeah, literally just wanting to like leave my body and not want to like exist in this body anymore. Like, yeah, it was a really interesting plot point that they added, and obviously spices up Kelly and Angus's relationship even more. Yeah, and I will say, like, yeah, we do revisit that later on, and this, yeah, me and Sam have some great stuff this season. So yeah, it's really exciting. I'm looking forward for people to watch it.
Oh, we are too, because I mean, it's Kelly's hated all over the ship by most everybody, and especially you. So it's you know, it has hard to be the character Kelly when you know everybody hates you. So it's really weird.
Yeah,
but
well,
you know, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, well, we don't hate Sam, so
no. Well, I'm just saying Kelly the character. That's why I said Kelly the character, not Sam, because you know. Yeah. We gotta
for sure.
People have to know there's two different. You know, there's the characters you're playing.
Of course, so, I think what I think the writers do really well is make us feel sorry for Kelly at times, even though, you know, she's done awful things to some other characters. Like, what I think I love plots where you feel for the villain. I think, like, you know, The Last of Us,
right?
That in the video game, like, you like play as the villain at times, and like, yeah, I love those sort of plots where you start to feel for them, and that's just is akin to great writing. So yeah,
you got a part of that at the trial, when you find out that, you know, they turn her on and she has no control over what she does when you activate, you know, the parts in her body, her brain, that she doesn't know what she's doing, and that's so that's part of feeling sorry for the character, because, well, she's still responsible even though someone just flips a switch and she becomes a psychopath. You know, that's and plus, you know, she played that so well anyway. I mean, so, but anyway, I just wanted to know about the character, about, you know, this conflict between you and Kelly and the rest, because, you know, I mean, that's because, you know, when first thing you did when you woke up was you wanted to kill her. I mean, it wasn't like, am I okay? It's like, you know, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't really written like that either. When I got that script, like, the lines were there obviously, but it wasn't written like he is angry at her and like pounces at her and like lashes out. I just felt it was right in that moment that he did that. Or he's not, obviously, like I said before, he's not
delirious.
You know, yeah, he's completely delirious. And then I think you just resorted to the you know, the most bare bones, like, instinct. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. The most like bare bones instinct. No, thank you. That he could think of, and it was, you know, he saw a face that he dislikes. He saw a face that he never wants to see ever again, and he sees a face that very nearly killed him. And then he's not really Angus in that moment. He's not him at all. So yeah, I just thought it was right to do that, and luckily everyone agreed.
One more quick thing here. What is your favorite thing from Crafty? I mean, do you have a favorite thing that you eat?
There's these, like, this is such like a different question to the last one. I love it.
Welcome to NDB Media.
yeah. No, this is what I'm here for. These questions are what I'm here for. No, everyone has these, like, really. Everyone loves these, like, chocolate biscuits that they have there. I never really have them. I tend to just go for, like, the bananas and that kind of thing. Try and eat as healthy as possible, especially when I'm shooting. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. Banana's a really crap answer. I'm so sorry, but it's the answer I am giving you.
Well, I've been taking a poll ever since I've been interviewing people, so it's what I write it down. So
Oh, okay, yeah.
Then I can have
Okay.
my own little file of this, and then I can blackmail you later on. No, I'm just kidding.
Sick. Okay.
Bananas, that's not a bad answer. Banana, at least you're eating healthy.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure if you are doing that like poll, everyone's gonna say these like chocolate biscuits. I assure you, they're like currency on set. Honestly, that you will see like wars happening in the group chat. Like Paul especially. Paul loves a chocolate biscuit. He will like hoard and they're like that. It's even better because the wrapper is in gold, so it looks like literal gold, like golden tickets kind of thing. And you'll see Paul just hoard a bunch, take a picture, and be like, "You snooze, you lose, guys." And like, yeah. So that's a lot of fun. But I've had a few, but yeah, I never really tend to. I try to eat as healthy as possible, especially when I'm shooting.
And
if
you
want to get on the
realize
good
that
side
you just
of-
gave us ammunition for Paul Leonard.
Yeah.
Please do. Please
And
fire
if you
away.
want to get on the good side of Christy, try to find a way to get her Diet Coke.
Diet Coke, yeah, she loves a Diet Coke. She loves an ice cream as well.
Yep, that too.
Christy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the two faves.
Michael.
I have this. Sorry, I have this this message from Christy saved on my phone that I adore. I'm gonna see if I can find it, and I'm hoping it will like show up if I can. If I can show this, I love this. I love this. It's like I don't know if it's gonna be flipped. Is this flipped? Oh, it's flipped.
No, we can
But
see it.
No, that's
it's just
good.
like we getting ice cream. Come, okay. like the amount of times I get that message, it's like, cool. I'll drop whatever I'm doing, and I'll go and I'll get the ice cream with you. I love it.
That was the captain in her, right?
Yeah. You always have to obey the captain. So yeah.
Hey, it definitely works. Michael.
Well, I didn't want to, because I know you have to go, but I'm just going to say my closing remarks. Ryan, thank you so much for coming back. It was a blast. And I hope
always.
you can come back again sometime
Absolutely.
after, a little further in the season.
Yeah.
Because, I know we're going to have some fun with your character. I just feel it. So.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Now that he lives. Yeah.
Angus, he has some really, he's got some cool stuff this season. I'm really excited for you guys to see, and yeah, I'll come back. Like we did that like finale episode last season. Like do it again, man. Run it back.
Yeah, well, we're doing a different finale,
Thank you,
but we'll
Ryan.
probably do an act finale. We're going to, I've kind of hinted, we're going to do a director finale. We're going to try to get
sick.
most of the directors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
But
would be
we will follow your lead. There's no
But
doubt.
since you're the one who started the actors last time, I am
Yeah.
trying to do that too. So,
Cool.
Yeah, that was very awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Hey, I don't think has this been asked, and guys, if it has been asked, you can go ahead and like throw me out the airlock.
Oh, that's,
Ryan.
I got someone on standby to do that.
What is if Angus could have, or if you could have an arc number, what would it be?
We didn't ask him that. That's right.
No, because that was before.
You know why, Ryan? Because we started asking Mercedes, being evil, I said, what would be your arc number? And she liked that I had said, 86, because, you 86 someone. But then, of course, she said, no, mine would be 1. Right? Yeah, because she is who she is. We had some good answers from everyone. So, what would be your arc number? That's very good.
Wow, that's a really good question, man. What would be my arc number? I don't know. Maybe arc 8.
Oh,
Arc 8, numbered after my one of my favorite football players, Steven Gerrard.
okay.
Ooh,
Arc
okay.
8. That's my very like football answer, and that's how I like that's how I like tell you guys I'm a huge football fan or soccer.
Yeah, no, that's
Or
good.
soccer.
Oh, hey,
That's better than Michael's. Is it's arc 2? We know that one vaporized.
Yeah.
That was.
Arc 8, numbered after Steven Gerrard, one of my favorite.
Yeah,
footballers.
actually, quite a few of us had numbers deliberately, like if they were blown up or something. I think I'm on D version, arc 47D,
47D.
but the D is more like for duh. But anyway,
Yeah.
that one is mine. Greg also had the comment. Thank you for being with us. Nathan also said the same thing. Now, Susie had a comment, and this will probably be one of the last ones. I think during the trial sequence, the reason Sharon decided not to eject out of an airlock was because that she felt Kelly wasn't in complete control of her emotions. In a real courtroom, she would have been found not guilty on the count by reason of insanity. So, Ryan, I'm going to disrespect you. As Angus, what was your reaction, or what would be Angus? Does he look for the shovel? Or
Angus throws her out the airlock, man. Angus
Ooh,
all day. All day. Come on, guys. She tried to kill him. Like
right.
all day, throws her out the airlock, of course.
I can see the scene. Angus throws Kelly out, pushes the button, and goes.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too.
Goes. Sup.
Yeah. What's up now? What's up now? Yeah. But before like putting her in the airlock, knocks her out with a shovel, and then presses the button. Just
and it goes
measure.
sup.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, Ryan, it was really funny. I had a chance to ask Samantha of like, hey, are there any issues why your dad, who wrote the episode, used a shovel? Was there anything about this? Thing? I don't think she really understood, because I think we were having, some technical issues, but it was really funny because then I asked Mr. Glassner, I'm like, hey, by the way, since you were the writer, Mr. Glassner did a 90-degree. He came up with an answer, didn't even answer, which was so cool. So, Ryan, I thank you for answering it the way you did. I'm like, hey, out with the shovel.
Real. It's been real, guys.
Does it throw you a little bit, knowing how Samantha is? She really is nice, and we were privileged to speak to her as well. And then you got to deal with her in the way that you deal with her. Does it get like, whoa, you're not me? Does it throw you a little bit?
The thing that was super creepy was that scene where Angus faints, and then Alicia kisses him on the hand, and then it cuts to Kelly just up in her bed, super scary. No, I mean, I'm sure Kelly is a very complex and incredibly written character, so I'm sure Sam has a blast playing her. It was always kind of strange when the actor is like nothing like their character at all. Earlier when I was like, oh yeah, I'm probably the least like my character, it's definitely Sam. Sam is nothing like Kelly. But yeah, no, she does a great job. Good job.
I think
the evil crazy a little too well.
Crazy.
All right, well, folks, we definitely have a super fan right here, Jag. Anything else? Because I know he wants to get going. Look, folks, if you all remember the first episode, he spent his Friday night with us. But now the young man, he has plans. And
he's got plans.
We don't want to keep him from that, because he is really sup. So it's all good.
the only thing I wanted to ask you, you're doing a great job. Everybody's doing an exceptional job in season 2. Do you have any projects going on real quick that you can talk about that you're doing, or are you laying low for do season 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, whatever of the Ark?
Nothing that I can talk about right now.
Okay.
Sure you can.
Cool.
Yeah, you can.
No.
Screw NDAs and all the rest of it. Just say it.
It's just between
we're
us.
NDA media.
Right here.
We
won't tell anybody.
It's just us here. No one else is watching. It's just us. No, nothing. I wish I could say, but no. Nothing that I can say, no.
Dean would love that.
Yeah.
Dean would kill me. Dean would kill me, yeah.
All kidding aside, it did blow us away. I'm sorry for repeating it again. When Mr. Glassner said he had seen the episodes, wow. And all kidding aside, as my last thought, it still blows us away, Ryan, that you and everyone else, we learned so much about you guys, your level of commitment, and your interest in knowing everything that was going on. Dude, mind blown. And we as fans appreciate that you're actually paying attention to what we're thinking, and it's wow, dude.
Of course,
that's incredible.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I think one of the sorry to interrupt. One of the great things about Jonathan and Dean is that they're so like involved with the fans, like because they're fans themselves, you know, they're huge sci-fi fans themselves. So yeah, they're super involved with everything that the fans are doing, with everything you guys are doing. Of course, yeah, and it's, like just like the actors myself, like yeah, it's always been a dream of mine to become an actor and to act in these incredible shows and to have interviews and stuff. Like yeah, so I'm up for it whenever, you know. So yeah.
You are a massive favorite, Ryan. Everyone loves you. I know there's a lot of people that were not able to be here just because of the time, but they're going to be watching. And Ryan, I kid you not, we're blown away by you wanting to spend a little bit of time with us. It does, man. It does blow, especially being, you know, the older folk here. And it's just incredible. Young man.
And me too.
Nice.
You have a wonderful
Richard,
time.
that white hair really gives it away, right?
Oh, right. Oh, you mean that? Have a blast tonight, young man. I know that Susie did put that the UK won't get it till September. So we're hoping life changes, that you get recognized, and that will lead to other stuff as well. But we can't wait to see where your character, the arc, and everything else is going, and we look forward to seeing you again, young man. Have a blast tonight, and we are humbled by your presence, Ryan. Thank you.
And tell her that we said hi.
Tell who?
Your date. I mean, her. That
date.
Or whoever. Yeah.
It's like, what?
Oh, that's what you think I'm about to go do now?
Oh yeah.
I'm just kidding around with you, dude. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, we don't want to put you on the spot, but if you want to tell us, no.
I'm just busting. That
was good. That was good.
That was good.
All right,
Ryan, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Good night. Be careful.
All right, all kidding aside, Ryan. Thanks, buddy. We'll see you soon, man.
Take care, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a few more moments here. We're going to go again. We want to go ahead and issue the announcement. Head on over to ndbmedia.net. There's a lot of stuff going on. And Nathan says, night all. Dude, it's 3, I guess 4 in the morning where you are. Guys,
Hi, Nathan.
That's going to be it. On behalf of everyone, I know I didn't get to every question. We tried. We had a lot of them, and we're just thrilled. So, folks, The Ark. In the United States, it's at 10 p.m. Pacific time. Watch it, and I think it's great. And I know you have 2 new people watching, as I mentioned, my sisters who came to watch everything. So, guys, we are out of here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, put the bell icon. Hey, if you put the bell to ring, it rings our bells too. So we'll see you guys.
Oh my!
It does. Sadly, it does. So we'll see you guys.
Yeah, that might.
All right, man.
All right.